is our mental, our physical, our emotions, our will, our realization of how we control ourselves into infinity. Understand these mathematics. They're going to just represent the second letter of the alphabet being G. God, you Y, represent of God, you Y. Why you God? Understand these mathematics. I know wisdom now before I know wisdom. Never do that. That's for another order. That's not what we got. And when you wisdom, guess what? You can bring about a bad culture. I don't know how many people got that, but I got it. They said wisdom and children, but I got wisdom will bring about a bad culture. That's what me and do. What do they mean by that? What is meant by that? Until I see it before my baggy eyes. It could do that. Because now it wasn't included. Understand this? We are, look at the seats right here. These are empty. Ghost seats. That's what I call them, ghost seats. This was all flooded at one time when I came up. I came in the year now the God power. Now the born God power. That's 1975. 13 years old. Was it 14 I walked into the school and had me trouble. That means, and right now, this time, I'm 61 years old. That means I can't so journey. I don't see this, I think so merciful. They say, El, I hear you be merciful. Yeah, I'll give you a chance or two. And after that, it's over. The mercifulness go out the window. My name is Born God. And I've been through it. Through much of the alphabets. I didn't get my name for no attributes. I didn't get my name through supreme mathematics. I took it to the alphabets and took my name. They said, El Rahim, your name sounds much like a Muslim name. But I had E-L, dash Rahim. I said, I'm going to change my name. I took the dash out. My name is not El Rahim, my name is El Rahim. Put it all together. Because I'm not going to change for nobody. The mathematics speak for itself. And to being a living example, at any time that we go and dwell to the divines of life, we have to express that. We have to be seen. We have to be represented in a way where people see us as being what? Unlike themselves. Not unlike ourselves. We have to be in tune with ourselves. Further details also go may come over there. That's my plan. You know what I mean? That's what we're going for all our brothers and sisters that return back to the essence. Peace to our baby brother that returned. Lord, grace you upon me. Food for thought. He always did that. I didn't have to give him a dime. And he gave that to me every time. I said, yo, here. I tried to give him a dime, but he put the scepter. That's our true brother. Where's the love for him? And I always tell people, there's a difference between a parliament and a marriage. A marriage, a parliament is what we have right now, y'all. And this is a parliament. One speaker, one to the nine, one to the wisdom. You know what I mean? Or wisdom while one doing the nine. We manifest it. You know what I mean? The marriage is outside. That's social stuff. You outside, and who got the next plug? Who got the next drink? Y'all never even entered into here to see what's going on with your nation. That means you're not concerned. You're not concerned. Why are you not in here? Why you couldn't stick still for 20 fucking minutes? Fuck my cabinet. Why you couldn't sit still for 20 minutes? This is what's going on with your nation. But even add on, that's beyond their ability. That's why. We are here. If we have something to say, we're going to say it, man. To the nation. Not just to a few people, but to the nation. And we got to fill these seats. The young guy came up and built tremendously. Yo, that touched my heart. I said, oh, he's a good young man. And he's adding on. We need more of that. Well, everybody outside, where you ain't bring a child, a grandchild, where you at least? You're not even here. So ain't no time for phoniness. God's gonna always have been and always will be. Your brother, Almighty, bless you. Peace.
Peace, God. My name is Wise Law. Today's mathematics, wisdom, cultural freedom. Last time I spoke was in February, and I'm just going to pretty much reiterate, because after nation business, everybody ran to the lunchroom for food. Anyway, I'm going to slowly reiterate. What I spoke about last time was the Constitution. The first 10 amendments of the Constitution is called the Bill of Rights. Now keep in mind, it did not apply to us because we're black. It was slavery. The one I wanted to focus on was the 4th degree in the Constitution, was to be from illegal searches and seizures. In other words, you cannot be walking down the street and just for no reason, without probable cause, the police roll up on you and start patting you down. And then I stated the landmark case of Mapp versus Ohio. Any legal aid lawyer should be able to take you into court and argue that same point. Because they have no probable cause, even if I was carrying something, you had no probable cause in the first place to even touch me. Great. Then I went to the 5th amendment, which is to be a right against self-incrimination. In other words, and then I stated the landmark case of Miranda versus Arizona. And in that case, the court found that they had no right to intimidate, to make that person tell on himself. That's why they give you that Miranda warning when you get arrested. It says you have a right to remain silent. So you give up that right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be held against you in court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be given to you, and then they're going to ask you, will you talk to me? You say, no, I want a lawyer. Some people want to exercise their First Amendment right instead of their Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, they want to exercise their freedom of speech instead of keeping their damn mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, you're in the courtroom, and your lawyer's like, why didn't you shut up? You know what I'm saying? And then I went on to, I just pretty much abbreviated what I said from February. But then I went on to speak about who knows what the 13th Amendment of the Constitution is. Who knows what the 13th Amendment is? Slavery, abolishment of slavery. Come on, somebody say it. Come on,
Commission of crime.
What?
You return back to the plantation upon a commission of crime.
That's right. So, all right, I'm not going to ask a question. I do like to answer for me, because for every teacher needs a student. All right, anyway. Okay, that's briefly what I spoke about last time. Now, moving forward, if you find yourself in a correctional institution, you might want to do what's called a post-trial motion. What's the post-trial motion about? They call it appeal. Okay, if you appeal your case, it may take 4 years for it to be heard. You know, the bill already. So, when that gets appealed, that goes to the appellate division in Brooklyn. That's where the appellate division is at. But how do you get your case heard faster? This is how you do it. It's called a 440 motion. One of them is the vacate sentence. The other one is the vacate judgment. Now, what happens, more than likely, after you plead guilty or go to trial, whatever, you find yourself in an institution. Now you need to, most people are going to go to the yard and get big, pump that iron. Get your mind big, take your ass to the law library. Because those people there have been in that law library for years, and they know more than lawyers on the street. And they can prepare the 440 motion. One is the vacate judgment. It goes, what happens, the reason why it's fast tracked, because it doesn't go to the appellate division. It goes back to the judge that sentenced you, and back to the DA that sentenced you. One is the vacate judgment. In other words, you could, they could give you the judgment and let you go home. In other words, they got their conviction. That's all they really wanted. That they say justice cannot be served by the person being here, especially if it's a non-violent crime. And the other one is the vacate sentence. That one, you're asking the judge to, cut me some slack. Pretty much, You know, and what happens is that people come home with time cuts. I don't know if you ever heard of anybody coming home on a time cut, but those are 440 motions. All right? Now, there are a lot of them are pro se, because the judge, the lawyer you had doing your trial or whatever, he gone. He don't even tell you about the 440 motion. He got his money out. All right, good luck to you. Hang in there. You know, so that's why you go to the law library. Those law clerks are very smart in those institutions. Like I said, they've been there for years and years and years and years. They've been opening books and studying books. Maybe they can, maybe they can, or maybe they can represent their own case, but maybe they can represent your case better. Those are the options that you have when you get convicted and you find yourself. Now, in New York, in the state of New York, they call 440 motions, 440-10, 440-20. Other states may have post-trial motions to that same effect. I don't know what Virginia calls theirs, or whether North Carolina may call theirs, but in the state of New York, it's called 440 motions. Vacate judgment, vacate sentence. 440-10, 440-20. What?
330, vacate.
Vacate the judgment, vacate sentence. That's right, Bob. Anyway, those are ways to get your case heard. Like I said, it goes back to the judge that sentenced you. You don't go to the appellate courts and all that stuff. It's a fast track. You can come home with a time. You know, if you know anyone that's in his facilities, tell them to go talk to their law library. That's what the law library clerks get paid for. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you come home with a time cut. Maybe you get the case thrown out faster and go into the appellate division. Peace.
Peace.
Everlasting, powerful God. I've been in this nation since God born.